Below Deck Down Under is back, but in the Caribbean. Explain how this works, Captain.
Down under the water, down under Captain. I'm trying to come up with many analogies to suit, but we're here.
Why the change of location for this season?
Look, Australia's a wonderful place, but there is only probably 2 cruising locations for the logistics to go around the show. And
Okay.
we covered those. And as much as I want to go back there or do more around there, there's a lot that goes into doing these shows. I've been in the Caribbean a couple of times, so it's good to be back anyway.
And with an all-star crew, you have franchise vets as
Yeah.
your entire leadership team. Was that a comfort for you stepping into a new boat, that these are people who know not only how to do the job on the boat, but also the job on the show? Or was it scary that it's like, are people gonna be competing for?
I think it was more scary. I was definitely intimidated.
You don't have the, I don't know what you would call it, because it's not really like a comfort blanket, but you knew what you were stepping into every year with Glenn, with Gary,
Yeah.
with Colin.
I felt like I was like a little bit of like an imposter syndrome. Like I was coming in and like Ben and João were gonna be like, who's this chick? Like, and I'm like, I swear I've done this before. And it was like, no, I don't think so. You're a phony. And so yeah, it was definitely a little bit scary.
But you had absolutely no idea.
How was it for you having a leadership team that was all veterans of the franchise?
It's amazing. It's very smooth. Nothing's going to go wrong at all.
Said with an
Famous last
asterisk.
words.
Yeah.
Where this got to is not acceptable. We're trying to get a job done. Ignore the small things.
Don't bitch about me behind my back.
What's
Dating
that
Ben.
face? How do you rate Ben?
Ben was a challenge. Ben, he made me work. He was really interesting to work with. You're gonna see a lot of ups and downs with us. I was not gonna let him intimidate me. I was intimidated, but I came in strong, so I think it's gonna be entertaining.
Like a classic chef stew dynamic.
Yeah.
We're the f***ing best. We're the
Yeah!
tits on a stick, though. Yourself, arsehole. Now off, you f***ing wanker.
A big moment in the trailer is Ben and João going at it, which then they were buddy-buddy at BravoCon. So is that like a blip on the radar, or was it a real thing that rocked the boat?
Yeah,
You can't
no,
hide
it was
anything in this show.
it was a real thing. I think though, again, they're seasoned, they're veterans, and I think men are able to put things aside easily. So they've obviously had some sort of conversation, ended the season fine, but no, that was a very heated, real argument.
Okay.
Yeah, look, to be quite honest, that was definitely real. However, those two bunked together. The amount of giggles that came out of that cabin was just insane.
Yeah,
like those
like a
two.
married
I don't know
couple.
what
Okay, so
I don't know
yeah.
what was going on in there, but the laughter coming out of that cabin was quite entertaining.
Who's calling shots around here?
I'm here to put the pressure on.
Stop doing that.
But that's my job.
This is your first filmed season on a motor yacht. Has that ruined it for you? You will not go back to sailing?
No, I love them both. It does make it easier with the boat not tipping over all the time. Less entertaining. But no, I was super happy to go on motor. I got a job on sail again. I just go where the money is. I'm like,
Truly go with the flow.
you truly,
Flow of cash
yeah,
and the water.
Exactly.
Did you hear from any of your sailing co-stars with FOMO that you were jumping ship, literally?
Not really. It's like, I think they're all doing their own thing. Glenn did message me and kind of said that Jason had reached out to him and offered me his support and congratulations. So that was really nice. And I'm sure everyone else is happy to see me off their boat on someone else's.
After that last season, probably need a little time apart.
Yeah.
Attention all HODs. Hey! Here's your girls. You got Jenna and Joe. Show them the ropes and show them the way.
Did you get any advice from Aisha on how to work with this guy?
I didn't message Aisha. I kind of went into the season like I did with my first season of sailing. I didn't message Hannah or Kate. I just wanted to kind of have my own experience, even though I know Aisha had a great experience with Jason. I wanted to go in and just be a good chief stew and not have like opinions or advice kind of hinder me, as Jason knows I'm quite strong-willed. So
Yeah, Daisy's gonna do what Daisy's gonna
this
do.
is it.
Totally. I learned that very quickly.
I don't do boat nonsense.
Why?
Probably the kind of person I'm attracted to.
Absolute dickheads.
Yeah, I like a dickhead.
Unexplainable crush.
Even though you have declared a couple seasons in a row now, you are done with boatmances. There is something with you and João, which we know doesn't last forever, because he was at BravoCon with his girlfriend, very proudly showing her off. But why did you dip your toes into those waters again, knowing everything you know?
It's just, I don't know. First of all, it's the only place I seem to get any attention. So that's kind of one issue. It's fun. You're working so hard, really long hours. It's really intense. It's nice to have a flirt, and some just need to lean into it from now on.
How do you rate him as a flirt mance?
He was really nice to me, so it was fun. God, it feels really long ago now, and it's hard to look back. Yeah, and it was really brief as well. But yeah, João he's a nice guy, and it was nice getting that attention.
Those sort of things are always interesting for the captains because you don't always know the ins and outs of what's happening in the social relationships.
Oh, for sure. When that trailer shot, that's the first time I see it. BravoCon was an eye-opener. When I was sitting on the couch watching the trailer, there's a lot going on.
You found yourself in a love triangle that I don't think you knew you were in when the Housewives came on board, because Britani was apparently shooting her shot at you.
Do you actually, run the ship?
Yeah.
Could you give me a tour?
Yeah, totally.
Really?
Not now.
Why not?
Tomorrow.
I was looking for an excuse.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
I'm going to bed.
To, get out of here.
Did you pick up on any of that from her?
That night, yeah,
Okay.
I had a pre-warning that it was going to come my way, so I was ready for that.
Okay. That's why you were like, maybe tomorrow, maybe another time.
Yeah, off to bed.
And then the other point in that triangle is Heather, who boldly and drunkenly announced,
Jason and I are friends. We have a history.
He's not interested.
We've around before. It's like there's nothing there.
What are you talking about? You
Friends, I'm saying.
why do you think she threw that out there?
We just had an awesome week together with the three of us. I had a lot of Bravo things to do in Australia, down in Sydney.
With her and Whitney.
Yeah, look, honestly, it was, I don't know, her term about that was just messing around, I suppose. But
Okay.
No, nothing happened, and we have had a laugh about that, but...
You gotta be careful what you say
I-
on TV. People will run with it.
yeah.
Well, she wasn't really doing much to correct the record until
no.
she was pressed on it.
Yeah, she's very hilarious, and
Yes.
she knows how to push the buttons. Yeah, she saw that coming.
Fulfilling women's fantasies all over
She
the world.
she wrote that into BravoCon. I did too. I landed into it too with Andy Cohen. I said, "Oh, what happens in Sydney stays in Sydney." So I kind of leaned into it too, into BravoCon, let it go. So yeah, I'm to blame as well.
But for the record, nothing
No.
in that area happened.
No.
There have been many people in the Bravoverse who have kind of suggested that something has happened between you and them. Are
Yeah.
any of the stories true? Have you ever hooked up with a housewife?
No.
Okay.
No. No. I have
like,
not.
say
I
no
have
again.
not. I have not.
Do any of them strike your fancy? Because the last time you were here, you were looking for somebody who would be kind of a yogi adventurer, climb a mountain, meditate with you,
Yeah.
no makeup kind of person. That's not necessarily a housewife.
No, it's not. It's not. I did talk about an analogy with the Housewives with Angie at BravoCon. I caught up with them for dinner when the crew went out for drinks afterwards. I had dinner with them, and I got asked that question, what would be my ideal woman? And I said, oh, someone natural, and and Angie pulled her eyelashes out, wiped her makeup off, pulled her hair extensions out, and just turned around, is this enough? It was quite funny.
Even a married woman will shoot her shot with you. We are going to see the other side of their trip. So you've seen what aired on Housewives. In what's to come, what you know you live, what is going to be the surprise of what we haven't seen?
I think you're going to see the crew
just think
just straight into it. The crew dynamics trying to work together around that, but you're going to see the actual crew trying to get to know each other very quickly. It's
Especially, I didn't realize it was your first charter of the season.
Yeah.
And you immediately have a crew member bounce before the charter even started.
Yeah, the intensity of the first few episodes, it feels like we're kind of mid-season. So much happens in that first, really 24 hours between losing a crew member, crew tensions, the Housewives. It's so intense, and yeah, the season's going to be very fast-paced. It's not going to be a slow season, that is for sure.
We're shooting out of a cannon.
Yeah.
Who was the most difficult of the Salt Lake City crew to please?
I think if I had to pick, I have said Lisa, but
She was also having the worst time on the trip.
She was, knowing what we know now, yeah, that poor woman, because I didn't even realize that whole iconic scene of her on the bow with the fishes and her calling John, being like, I want to leave. We didn't even know any of this was going on. But if I had to pick, I'd probably say Lisa, but there
was a few last minute changes in service and stuff, which kind of jolted us a bit.
Yeah.
And we had to relocate a few times, the weather, and we had some issues with the maneuverability of the
It's like
vessel.
everything that could go wrong kind of went
It
wrong.
kind of. Yeah, behind the scenes, we had mechanical issues with the anchoring. We had to relocate. We had to get down there on time. Lunch got changed.
Yeah,
there was
an
a lot going on
intense
behind the
first
scenes.
charter, yeah.
Did any of them have strange preference sheet requests?
We just haven't worked out what the cucumber's for.
I think Whitney revealed she bought it at a market they stopped at on the way there and was planning
Okay.
to plant it in someone else's luggage, but it wound up
In her
hers,
own luggage.
and so it just looked like it was her thing. So if that's the start of the charter season, and you say it kind of keeps that trajectory,
Yeah.
what do we need to brace for? What is to come in all that is still to watch?
I think that the dynamic in the galley is going to be pretty interesting. Obviously, we've kind of seen Ben over the years. This time we see him with the sous chef, with a new chief stew. I think Ben, that galley thing is intense. Having the dynamic of a sous chef is a great addition because the chef is being given someone to manage, because it's not easy to manage an extra person. That person is there as a tool to help you, but you're now being given the challenge of having to manage them. So personally, I find it very interesting. So I'm like, yeah, it's not that easy.
That's a good POV, that it's like, you gotta train this person how you need them to work for you. You can't just expect them to know how you're gonna work.
You brought up a good point yesterday that usually the chef would be deflecting a lot of stuff onto the chief stewardess. And you'll find that the sous chef or the kitchen help is more scapegoat now.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So I think that's going to be really interesting throughout the season. And then, yeah, we've got romances and arguments.
Who's the crew member we should all keep an eye on this season?
Ben is going to be very entertaining and interesting. I think Mike, he loves attention and maybe it gets him in some trouble.
I was looking into him and he had been on Dating Naked in the UK, so he's been...
Yeah,
he literally put it all out there.
Quite literally, and he loves attention, whether it's from the guests or from the crew, and I think he learned throughout the season that's not always a positive thing. So, you know, everyone has something going on. So I think, you know, definitely a big group of personalities.
First person to jump off this marina, butt naked, gets $1,000.
You've both been at this for a while now. Is there any moment from your time on Below Deck that you would like to erase from the record? No one could ever see that scene again?
Yeah, all of my makeout scenes, I just...
I just mean budgie smugglers.
Yeah, you learned your lesson quick.
Every time I do, I get forced into it and I forget about the year before. I'm like, okay.
You
And
think
then a year later, I go, damn it. Next time,
That's the way I
remember.
feel about my makeouts. I'm like...
You know, the trauma just kicks it to the back of the brain.
Only lasts a year.
Did you record any yacht mess while you were filming this season, or did you just bank stories to share on yacht mess?
No, we didn't. We only started recording post-season.
Okay.
So yeah, we're excited to watch the season and kind of unpack it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for people maybe wanting a little insight as the season's going on.
Yeah,
Listen to the
I'm
podcast.
sure they will. Yeah.
And then, were you sneaking into the guest cabins to put a bottle of cologne for everyone to take home?
Heather has some, Whitney has some for Justin. Yeah, that's my cologne's there. It's out. It's going well. It's good.
It smells, I just put it on, it smells like I'm on a boat
Thank you.
out at sea. So you did the damn thing.
Thank you. I'll get you some.